Fall is almost here. Yeah, in like 2 weeks or something, it's almost here. And, here in Colorado, we have 4 seasons, and they're pretty distinct. One moves right into the other, and they have their each distinct beauty. I'm from California. We don't really have seasons there. They just blend right into the next, It's kind of hard to even track from one to the other. But here we get to experience the seasons and the beauty of each one of them. Each one has its own uniqueness and beauty, and I know I have my favorite, fall. How many love fall? Most hands. Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah, we're so blessed. We're so blessed. For me, the crispness of the air and the way the leaves change and getting out my sweaters and my boots and all of that, I love that so much. But I have to admit that when it starts to get a little colder and the first snow comes, I get a little sad. And I've lived here for 12 years, and about 10 of those, I resisted winter. I'm not kidding, yeah. And so I still resist it a little bit, but what's helped is when I can look at the beauty of it, when I can really see the beauty of the changing of the seasons, fall, and then winter. Isn't it? It's stunning. It truly is stunning. The way that the snow clings to the branches of the trees, the Flatirons in Boulder, I love it so much. And the way it clings to the mountains, it is truly stunning. And so the more that I can focus on the beauty of it, the less resistance I feel. The less I feel frustrated and sad that winter is here. Yeah, when we can stop and we can enjoy the beauty, truly the beauty. Yeah. As human beings, we love status quo. We like things to stay the same as we feel safe. We feel more at ease when things stay the same. Yeah, and so when change happens, it's natural to react to it, to resist it. And we all know that change happens. We all know that it's a constant in our life. We get that. But it can still be challenging sometimes. Sometimes, though, change is exciting. A new relationship, a new job, a new opportunity, a new cell phone. I just got a new cell phone. Debbie just got a new cell phone. Jim just got a new cell phone. Debbie was telling me the other day how excited she is about her new phone. So sometimes change is fun. Sometimes change can be exciting. And change happens to us either through choice or through chance. Yeah? Choice or chance. And just because it's a choice, though, it doesn't mean that that's easier. It doesn't mean that that's necessarily an easier thing. I've been working with a couple of career clients who have left jobs that they adored and communities that they loved in order to move their family to another state. And although it was a choice, they're going through tremendous grief and sadness because of that. Yeah. And when change happens by chance, that's when it catches us off guard. It's also hard when we don't expect it, like Jyoti's retirement. It caught us all a little bit off guard. Did it not? Yes. Yeah. Oh, my God is right. Yes. When Jyoti told me she was retired, she texted me during the day. I was at work, and she said, can we meet? I want to talk to you about something. And I thought, okay, what does she want to talk to me about? And we couldn't meet at the center. Kelly was having a class, so I said, let's meet at East Simpson Coffee. So we met down the street. It was after work, and we met in the little courtyard there. We have some small talk, and then she's like, so I'm retiring. And my mind was spinning and thinking, oh my God, what does this mean? Should I take over? Should I not? Can I? Should I? She's talking and my mind is just spinning. And right from that meeting, we went to a board dinner, as we do monthly. We went to Linda Williamson's house. She hosted us for dinner. I mean, it was literally within 20 minutes after that conversation. No one else knew. The board didn't know. So we walk into the house, and Jyoti brought this little cooler, and she had a few beers in there. And she said, does anybody want one? Now, I don't drink. I don't really like beer. So I was the first to say, I will take one of those. Because I was freaking out. And just processing what had just been told to me. And it took me a while. I went through a lot of emotion. I had anger, I had frustration, I had fear, I had overwhelm, I had sadness, just about every emotion. And I had to process that for a week. I had to sit with it. I had to really sit with what I was experiencing. And that's how change is, right? It's different for all of us. Sometimes it may take 10 minutes to process something. Sometimes it might take a week. Sometimes it might take 10 years. It's just each of us have our own nervous system, and the way in which we process change is different. And we need to honor that and let ourselves feel whatever we're feeling is okay, no matter what that is. Yeah. I have a dear friend who lost her mother to cancer about 5 months ago. She's 32 years old, totally unexpected, devastated her and her whole family. And she and I met for dinner one night, and we were talking about what she's going through and the challenge of it. And we talked about the importance of taking it day by day, moment by moment, to not try to be anything other than how she's being, to feel no other way than how she's feeling, because that's how we move through change. That's how we do that, is to honor what we're feeling and what we're going through. That's how we do it, is to honor whatever is there for us and to be gentle and compassionate towards ourselves for whatever that process is and however long it takes. Pema Chodron, a wonderful Buddhist teacher and author, some of you may know her work, said this about change. When we resist change, it's called suffering. But when we can completely let go and not struggle against it, when we can embrace the groundlessness of our situation and relax into its dynamic quality, that's called enlightenment. Amazing, yeah? And what I love about what she said is the word groundlessness. Because doesn't that happen when we go through change? It's as if the ground has been ripped out from underneath us when it's change we don't expect, change we don't really want. It feels that way, doesn't it? It's like this opening and we're falling right in. Like, what just happened? I don't know how to process this. I have no idea how to deal with this right now. It catches us off guard. And so when we can embrace that groundlessness feeling, we can embrace it. We can be with the fact that I have no idea how to handle this right now. In spiritual communities, we sometimes get the impression that we have to always know what to do in every moment. And if we don't, there's something wrong with us. And that is a myth. It's okay to not know. It's okay to be in anger and feel frustrated and the ground's ripped out underneath you and I just feel like I'm going to lose it. Yeah. I love this graphic I found. Isn't that cool? Yeah, and so this idea of taking the next step, and that's all we need to do when we're going through change, is just take that next step, and one step at a time, and surrendering and allowing whatever is coming up to come up. And we talk a lot about this word surrender too in spiritual communities. And if somebody would have said to me after Jyoti said, just surrender to it, I would not have been happy. So we hear this word a lot too. And it's a powerful word, is it not? And it's a powerful practice. It's a spiritual practice, but not easy either. So I'm not saying, just surrender, it's all good, just let it go, release. I mean, we say this a lot, and yes, that is a spiritual practice, but not always simple as it may sound, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's agreeing with me. Yeah, amen to that, yeah. Yeah. And so, when change happens, we're focused on what what we're losing. We're so focused on the past and what we're losing, and we're so afraid of what's going to come, or because we don't know the unknown. And we're not just being with what's happening right now, what we're feeling. 7 years ago, my mother passed away. And it was pretty unexpected. She was 70 years old. I did not expect her to pass at that age. And by the way, I just saw her twin sister, identical twin sister. I just visited her. They look exactly alike, same haircut, same body type, same voice, same way they eat, everything. I kept having to say, auntie? Oh, very strange. Anyway, just a side note, because I just saw her last week. It's such a trip. When my mom passed, I wasn't super bonded to my mother. But yet, after she passed, I had grief that came up and hit me at times when I didn't expect it. And all of us have experienced loss, and we all know what that's like. You're in the grocery store, you're King Soopers, and all of a sudden, wham, it just hits you. You don't expect it, yeah? And I remember I was walking down the hall. I was at work. I had a long walk down the hall to go get a client in the lobby, and the grief hit me. And this happened a lot. And what I started doing is I started to just breathe in the light of the divine. So when the grief would come, I would take a breath, and in my walk down the hall, I had enough time to just stop for a moment and breathe it in and let it fill my heart, my chest, my whole being. And I started to do that and recognize that support that was there for me to support me through that change, to support me through my grief. And it was enormously helpful. And it only took seconds. Let's try this together, yeah? So I want you to think about a change in your life. It could be the change that's happening right now with our center and all that's happening here. It could be another change in your life that you feel that you're just having a hard time with. I want you to place your hand over your heart and closing your eyes if you're comfortable. And I want you to just consciously breathe in the light of the divine. And you can breathe in the light of love, the light of peace, if that's more comfortable for you, but just consciously breathe in that light. And say to yourself, I breathe in the light of God and give thanks, knowing I am supported through this time. And let's try love. I breathe in the light of love and give thanks, knowing I am supported through this time. And just let that light fill your whole chest, fill your whole being. As you breathe in, just let it fill you. I'm taking one last breath and just opening your eyes. Can you feel that? It's such a simple thing, but when we're going through change, as the seasons change, as the seasons change from one thing to the next, we do have tools to support us. A breath, a connection. And so what if we locked arms with God and said, sorry, I'm not going to go to that just yet. What if we locked arms with God and we said, okay, if this is where you need me to be, then okay. And I got to that place eventually in being the senior minister. Once I was able to process what I was feeling and I got through that, then I was able to say, okay, God, if this is where you want me to be, then this is where I will be. Guide me, show me, give me what it is I need to do this, to take this on fully. Yeah, and so we're placed in certain situations to support us in our growth and our healing. We truly are. And so if we're going through a change that is challenging, what is there for us? What is there to teach us and to support us? Change is an invitation for transformation. As I wrote this, I thought to myself, that's a bumper sticker, is it not? Change is an invitation for transformation. CSL Boulder Valley. Yeah, if we had a marketing person, I'd have them create that and we'd be done. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Yeah. Yeah, it really is, yeah? It's an invitation to transform ourselves. Absolutely an invitation. Yeah. And as I was processing this change for myself, I thought, because when I was feeling so much fear, I thought, I have to figure this out on my own. I have to do this by myself. I thought, wait a minute. I actually have the perfect co-minister, the perfect partner, and that's God. The perfect co-pilot, the perfect co-everything. That is the divine. And we all have that. We all have that partnership, that presence, that divine presence that is supporting us in our life and through change. Yeah. And so let's read this. I found this powerful quote by Tasha Silver, and I want us all to read this together. Change me, divine beloved, into one who relaxes with great ease into the unknown, trusting that all unfolds as needed in the right way and the right time. Guide my actions, make clear the way, and in the meantime, just let me rest content with what is. I am yours, you are mine, we are one, all is well. And so it is, yes? And so it is. Ah, yes. And so God truly is our infinite partner. God is that powerful presence that we can lock arms with as we move through change, as we move through this change, as we move through all that we are going through. God is standing there at the doorway saying, come on in. I'm right here. I'm not going to let you fall. I'm not going to let you fall. I am right here. I am right here. And so let's end with our affirmation once again. I am one with an infinite presence that guides me and supports me through my life. And so it is. Let's move into prayer. And so right here, right now, we recognize that divine partnership. We recognize that divine presence of God that we are one with, that we are always connected with, that guides us through every step of our life, through every change, through every challenge. That when we feel as if the ground is being ripped out from underneath us, that divine there is holding that net to catch us when we fall. So I'm knowing that we are always supported and always guided in every way, in every moment, through every breath. And so I'm knowing that this community is held in that beautiful light, that beautiful love that God is. And so I give thanks for that. I give thanks for the transformation that is taking place within each of us and within this community. And I just say, thank you, God. Thank you, God, for all the blessings and the gifts and the light that you bring to each of us. And so we just give thanks and we release this knowing it is done right here, right now. It is absolutely done without pause, without prejudice. And so we just all ground this truth in together by saying, and so it is.
Oh, those pesky Buddhists. Suffering, shift, enlightenment. That's so annoying. I'm willing to change my life, willing to shine a little light. I know the change may not come today, but it'll be worth the wait. Yes, I'm willing. I'm willing. I've been spending some time alone. I'm way out of my comfort zone. I can't keep doing the same old thing, expecting it to turn out a different way. Yes, I'm willing to change my life, willing to shine a little light. I know the change may not come today, but it'll be worth the wait. Yes, I'm willing. I'm willing. Going out on a limb today, feels like I'm finding my way. I was riding the wrong way down a one-way street, till I realized I'm in the driver's seat. I'm willing to change my life, willing to shine a little light. I know the change may not come today, but it'll be worth the wait. Yes, I'm willing. I'm willing. I'm willing. I'm willing. Life is my teacher, time is my friend. I'm gonna follow my heart till the end. Ain't no stop sign on this road. The further I get, the lighter my load. I'm willing to change my life, willing to shine a little light. I know that change may not come today, but it'll be worth the wait. Yes, I'm willing. I'm willing. I'm willing. I'm willing.
Thank you, Robert. Always a gift. So it's now time in our service for our gifts and offerings. Thank you for that. And so we just give thanks for all that comes forth to this community, knowing all that it supports. It supports all that we do, and such a blessing. And we just are so, so grateful for all that you give. So let's say our offering affirmation together. This perfect gift is spirit in form, circulating and blessing all it touches. Freely I give and joyously I receive, and so it is. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Love is my source. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. God gives me everything, everything I need. everything in here blesses and multiplies, and we are loved, and we are God, and so it is. And so it is. Mm-hmm. No kids. Sorry.
As the service comes to an end, I want to remind all of you that we have hospitality. There's cake for the new members. Yeah. Also, some other really wonderful things. So it's a good time to just have time to connect with each other and give these new members some love and welcome them in new ways. Also, of course, at the end of our service, we have kids. No, we don't have kids. She just told me we don't have kids. Right? You need a new minister. At the end of our service, of course, our practitioners will be up here for prayer. And the 2-minute miracles, so, just step right up and let them hold the highest truth for you, maybe the truth that you have had trouble remembering. You can also fill out a prayer request on the podium in the hallway, and one of the practitioners, or Leah or I, will pray on it all week for you, knowing that you are blessed and that you are a blessing. Great. So let's stand for our benediction. I now walk so that whoever walks beside me dwells in the presence of God. I now listen so that whoever speaks with me knows that I hear the voice of God. Whoever places a hand in mine is lifted, and whoever thinks of me is illumined with God consciousness. For Spirit and I are one eternally, and so it is. I let
the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.